What can I say? X is absolutely on fire today. This Somalia case, it's just the gift that keeps on giving in kind of a sad way. Yes, absolutely. But the content that has come out of it, the absolute absurdity of how they are trying to mock us and make us look like total idiots. My friends, we have collected the best pieces, at least the best viral moments that I have found online in the last few days. I think this is the best way to start the New Year's, with a little bit of comedy, with a little bit of humor, and to remember really that at the end of the day, we actually do need to fight against the crazies and against the evils, because they're fighting against us every single day. They don't care to mock us. They don't care to shame us. They don't care to abuse and to use us. And we have had enough. As always, we are starting today's episode with the fact that we have now hit 82,611 followers on YouTube in just 5 months. I cannot believe how many of you are here and supporting us. To every single person who has sent out the page and shared it to try and help us grow, I so appreciate you. We are hopefully going to hit 100,000 followers by the end of January with your help. But just in general, as you already know, it's not just about the liking and commenting and subscribing. It's about the fact that you are here with me on the pushback, that you believe in me, that you love what we are doing, that you've seen the mission, that you understand how important it is for us to really push back against the crazy narratives, the infiltrations that are happening to our societies, and to really explain the truth of what is happening with as much hope and entertainment as we possibly can. So again, I appreciate you all, really appreciate you all being here on the new year. Let's make 2026 the best year yet, and the best way to start, in my humble personal opinion, is by laughing. Now, I'm just gonna say, when I watched this video, I cried. We're going to review 4 different videos today, but I actually cried with laughter. Now, I did some fact checking because, as you all know, I try and only provide content that I know to be really true, and I don't know if this is actually accurate, but basically somebody put together a compilation of the Minnesota daycare people, like the people who run and own these Minnesota Somalian fraud places, whatever. My friends, it is a travesty. This video is terrible. We've also got the most viral moment coming next, and oh, it's a sham. Today's going to be a good episode. Let's watch it. Are you guys ready? Because the truth is, no, you're not ready. You're not ready. And again, I'm going to remind you all that Grok fact checked this. Not that Grok means anything at this point when it comes to fact checking, but he did tell us that this might not actually be real official Minnesota daycare owners, but the idea is funny. That is a wonderful video. Now, before you all come in and say, that's so racist, why are you mocking these people? No, first of all, I'm not. I think what we're trying to get here, and the point of this video, is a little bit deeper. Again, are those people actual Minnesotan owners of daycares? I don't know. I haven't checked every single one of them. The thing is that the fraud was so obvious. So obvious. If you rewatch that video without just looking at the fact that some of those people are really unbelievably ugly, that is not what a daycare owner or like kindergarten teacher should look like. Do you all agree with me? Let's just take another second to look at that. Like, I don't know, pause. But like, if I would never sign up my daycare to a child. I would never put my child in a daycare that looks like it's run by these people. It would just never happen. And that's kind of the idea behind here. It's not just to make fun of the way these people look. And by the way, in the interviews, a lot of these people actually do look like this, which is why this video went so viral. That's up to them. I don't understand it. And I'm just going to remind you, calling me a racist is not going to offend me. It's nothing to do with race. This is to do with a group of people who have absolutely intentionally been absolutely despicable and acted in such a fraudulent way that I have zero sympathy for them whatsoever. But this is interesting, right? Would you send your kid to a daycare that looks like this? And they realized that the American system in Minnesota cares so little that they could submit pictures that literally look like this, and nothing's going to happen. They're just going to still get their checks. I mean, if it was up to me, I would at least put a picture of a woman. But in their religion and in their belief, you couldn't do that, right? No way. It has to be a man. As if anybody who has a child that they care about would arrive in a daycare and have somebody that looks like that saying, yeah, I run this daycare, and then saying, yeah, you know what? I'm going to send my children here. Of course. Okay. The next viral moment, and this moment was the only thing on my feed today, is shocking. It's shocking. And you know why it's shocking? Because it really shows to all of us how much the entire Somalian community was behind this. There's this ridiculous attempt at the moment, absolutely ridiculous attempt to really say like, no, it's maybe a few, it's not really, blah, blah. Obviously, this is backed by like white Karens. You know, you've got these Karens who are like, no, really, we support the Somalians. But at the end of the day, the Somalian community is super tight-knit. They do everything together. They do everything in cohorts with each other. They all knew. And how are we going to know that? Let's watch this video.
If childcare is cut, I'm unable to work or go to school. I understand fraud is bad.
Okay, first of all, do you notice the white people behind me? Like, it's okay, we've got you. I want to watch this again because I think it's really important.
If childcare is cut, I'm unable to work. I understand fraud is bad.
Why is it such a big deal that when she says the word fraud is bad, that she really freaks out? Look, fraud is bad. And then she starts to shake and panic. I don't think I can speak. Do you know why? Because they have something going on there that they have all made this decision to completely deny that it's fraud, to not say that fraud is bad, yada, yada, yada. They're all working together. And this woman just got up and basically admitted that fraud is bad, going against their code. It is such an unbelievable no-no within their community to expose the fraudulent behavior that she realizes that she has now on stage done something so terrible by admitting that fraud is bad. Do you understand how low that is? How much they as a community are mocking the entire American society? I'm telling you guys, I'm watching this as an outsider and I cannot wrap my head around it. She gets up in a press statement. My hair is still wet from the shower. It's bothering me. She gets up in a press statement and she says, fraud is bad. Oh, I don't think I can speak anymore. Because she said the word fraud is bad. That's how afraid she is of her community. It is abysmal. I mean, this clip is going viral, literally viral. I cannot find anything else on my ex. I had to sit through hours to try and find other content. That's an exaggeration. I apologize. I had to sit for about 15 minutes because this was being popped up by everyone. Patrick, by David, and Elon Musk. Everyone is reposting this, being like, guys, do you see? Do you see how bad their fraud is? Okay. The next moment that we're going to see, which honestly, I actually laughed. I've laughed at all of these because I just find this so unbelievable. Let's watch somebody interview the woman behind the luring center, the famous luring center. Did you lure anything this year? Honestly, I think this should be the word of the year.
What was the word learning misspelled?
That was a printing error.
And how long was it that way?
I don't know, but the printer, now that you guys have put the printer at bay, now the printer is reprinting that up again. So
see the difference, like today versus yesterday, they changed the sign.
To come out in the wintertime as the weather changes.
It's hard to get people to come out in the wintertime because the weather changes, right? You guys put all this pressure, blah, blah, blah. So she's trying to explain herself.
To put up new signage and things of that nature. And because we had different types of weather elements going on, it was just delayed. But for the simple fact, just because it is a misprint, everyone is taking that out of content.
Okay, guys, this is my absolute favorite part of this video. Okay, basically, they had this quality learning center that went super, super viral because, like, obviously it's not a learning center. And they quickly changed the sign. They quickly changed the sign. But that's not the best part of this video. You ready? She's now going to film the entrance. Look at what's happening in the entrance. Very suspicious.
And who are these people here?
People, American.
People, American.
They're people.
Well, that looks like some daycare kids.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know why y'all thinking kids are not coming. Like y'all are out here like there's.
I mean, Why are you guys acting like there weren't any kids in this daycare center all the time? It was just Nick Shirley who like kind of like faked it. I mean, obviously, like, look, surprise, surprise. No, this is the most viral moment in the history of America. Suddenly, we found some kids to send to the daycare. I mean, like, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Okay. So we've got the embarrassing human videos to begin with. We've then got the moment, which is honestly more sad than it is funny, of the woman freaking out that she said fraud is bad, which is just absolutely ridiculous. And obviously the white people in the back being like, it's okay. We've got this moment where she's saying, yeah, it was just a misprinting error. And the reason it wasn't fixed is because the printers can't come out in the winter. And yeah, look at all the kids. Suddenly there are kids. But this, my friends, this kind of takes it, because this really proves how much they think that we are total darn idiots.
It was the word learning misspelled.
That was a printing.
I was called by the owner because unfortunately someone came in to our daycare.
Without being a total bitch, I mean, like, he does look a little bit like the video that we watched from before. And by the way, there's some people who have tracked these glasses, and apparently these glasses cost $2,500. I don't know if it's actually true. I mean, the conspiracy theories right now on the internet are really, it's a good place to be at the beginning of a year.
The cleaner called the owner and told him what happened and the vandalism that happened.
Oh.
The owner called us. Me and another manager came into the scene around 6 a.m. We looked and saw what happened, and we saw that the suspect came in from the back.
Okay, whilst my brain's melting listening to him, do you see in the back the white woman saying, racism has no place for us here? Why don't you instead care about the taxpayer money that should be going to taking care of your family instead of caring about these people who literally don't give two shites about you? Anyway, basically, if you're not understanding what this guy's saying, he's saying the daycare center was broken into.
Broke in from the back kitchen, and he also destroyed the wall to come in. As he came in, he broke a door from the wall from Family Dollar from the side. He couldn't, unfortunately, we don't know if that he went in or not, but we saw that it was damaged. As we walked around the daycare, we saw that our office doors was broken into as well. We saw that, unfortunately, there was important documentation, enrollment of the children, and also employee documentation that was gone.
Oh.
There were also checkbooks that were ripped from our check papers that were ripped from our book.
So let's just be very clear. When this daycare came under an inquiry, suddenly there was a break-in and the employee records were stolen, as were all of the enrollment records stolen, as was all of the money financial documentation. It was stolen. Conveniently. There is no documentation of any of the people who worked there or any of the children or any of the money spent in the center because there was a robbery. Because that's exactly what robbers do. They go to centers that are currently under a huge amount of fire for their lack of documentation, and they take papers. That's what they take, child enrollment papers. That's what every robber does, don't you know? When a robber comes to your house, just a little tip from me to you. When a robber comes to your house, it doesn't want your money. It doesn't want your gold or your diamonds or your electronics. No, it wants your child's birth certificate. Oh no, that actually might be valuable. It really wants your bills. That's what they want. They want your bills. Darling, don't you know, as nobody told you?
This is devastating news.
Oh, it's very devastating
and
convenient news.
Targeting our Somali community.
Who could there be out there targeting our Somalian community by stealing our child enrollment papers?
As one video made by a specific individual made this all happen.
It's Nick Shirley's fault, of course. One video made by an individual, and that's why our poor Somalian community is under attack. Not because we're fraudulent semi-terrorist supporters.
We've been receiving hateful messages through our voice notes threatening us since the past couple of days.
Look at the
one that happened yesterday morning.
Look at the white woman in the back. Look at her.
Since the past couple of days.
Terrible.
Including one that happened yesterday morning when the break-in, after the break-in.
Terrible.
This is frightening and exhausting because this is happening to us Somali communities as Somali Americans.
As we sit in our cars that we don't pay for, with our millions in the bank funding our government, it is very hard for us that you have offended us because of a video.
We are supposed to stand with each other and help each other through everything that's happening.
The white woman in the back, just watch her.
This is also sad that a video can cause all of this.
Terrible.
I want to say that there are hundreds of daycares out there, Somali daycares that are out there, and we all help our children and everyone in our community. We have high quality daycares, and this is very sad news that one individual who made a false claim about fraud that is happening in the daycares engaged everyone else to come and do this to us.
Terrible.
We are not a part of any harmful things that are being said. We have no problem with CCAP, and our licensing has been good, even the inspections.
Even the inspections. Our licensing is good, even the inspections. Basically, what we're seeing right now is not just fraud at another crazy, unbelievable level. And what annoys me the most about this video is not the fact that this guy who thinks, I mean, like, I've gotten away with lying for the last 5-10 years. Like, why wouldn't I be able to now get away with it saying, yeah, there was a robbery? And honestly, you guys, you're attacking us. It's the white woman behind who's like, such a betrayal to your society. It's such a betrayal to your community to be standing there and trying to defend the people who have stolen from you. What are you doing this? What virtue signaling is this for? Anyway, all in all, the internet is now rife with entertainment, and I am all for it. I think that when you're living through something that is very terrible and very sad, and thank God, I think Tim Walz has now been called in for questioning, and funding now has basically stopped all daycares. I still think the biggest question that needs to be answered that no one has yet touched upon, by the way, if you're still here watching, thank you, I appreciate you being here. The biggest question that hasn't yet been touched upon is, well, how many kids do these Somalians have? And does it match with a daycare? Like, I think that's just going to be such an easy, question. We're hearing everywhere that birth rates are down. So, like, how come there are hundreds and hundreds and thousands and thousands and thousands of these daycares with so many children? Where are all the children? I think that's going to be a really easy question to answer. But all in all, when things are tough, use entertainment to get through it. And life will be better. That's a good thing to learn for 2026. Thank you for your attention to this matter.